Welcome to East Tennessee Pinball. So today we're starting the second part of this wildfire. The first video posted, I don't know, a week or two ago. I posted it yesterday, but by the time this goes, I don't know how long it's going to be. A week or two, probably. But so we decided to do two-pack this thing with the two-part automotive paint. So we stripped it down pretty far, left a few things, left a few switches. I'm gonna probably just foil over these, tape over all this stuff that's sticking up with tape. And Jane's gonna, first she's gonna do a good job cleaning this thing up.
Super good.
What'd you say?
Super good.
Yeah, super good.
First I sweep it to get all the sharp stuff off the board so
Yeah.
I'm not actually scratching it.
And then touch up all this, and hopefully she can clean out all this. Oh, we have also the mylar. We got to get rid of this mylar.
Oh, my favorite.
There's that big hunk there that somebody's put to protect from that.
Yeah, that's
saucer.
under the mylar.
And there's also some factory mylar, looks like here. So we'll probably get some freeze spray and take this off, and then she'll get the flour. So this is just going to be a mess on top of a mess on top of a mess.
Yeehaw.
So it's going to be a fair amount of effort to get this done, but I wanted to see what we could do with something like this. Again, this is a game we own, so I don't mind playing around with it a little bit. It's not the most beautiful or valuable game to start with, so it's a good kind of one to play with, and I want to see what we can...
It's going to be awesomely priceless. What are you talking about?
Awesomely priceless, yeah. Okay. I've got your attention anyway. Well, so I guess we'll start by going and get some freeze spray and attack the mylar.
It's not there yet.
Maybe freeze it a little bit. Here, try a different corner.
I was going to say I might need to take the corner off first. It burns. There we go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Getting way ahead of me. Grab it with your fingers. You control it. Just light tension. Okay.
It's a beautiful thing. Oh, shit. Don't touch it, dog.
Yeah, it's pretty tacky. So there's that. Well, that was going to be the hardest one. Well, these other may be harder, but less critical because most of this is going to be covered by the... Well, I guess not. The pop-up ring pretty much sits with the edge of that perimeter, so we actually want to make sure we don't lose any paint. So...
Get it from under the...
Here, let me get you a pick. Too quick. I missed it. All right. Okay. Oops. Get it out. There we go. You want to get it? Damn, woman.
Spraying that shit
Well, it's hard
everywhere.
to control. Sometimes
Well,
it just shoots out when you don't want it to.
It's a little cold, and I think it's gone.
Is it gone? Is it?
Yeah,
No, it's on
gone.
there. No, it is. Okay, it's on the floor. No. Oh, is that it?
It's gone.
All right.
Dude.
I'm glad you didn't take all the paint off with it because that was a violent act. A violence.
Well, I'm being burned with the freeze spray.
How are you being burned with the freeze spray?
It's frozen.
Exactly.
It's like freezing off a wart. It burns.
Okay, let's get this last one here.
It burns. It burns. Well, choose a good spot. Don't
pick
choose a bad spot. Choose the right spot.
I like to blow it right at you. Okay. don't yank it. You're liable to yank the paint off.
You know.
Hold on. Just put slight tension, and it will come up when it's ready.
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right.
I agree. 100%.
Well, that's a
God
great-
for gloves.
That was a great job. It's not going to like really burn you that much.
Really?
Really.
I got a couple places I'll spray you.
See, I'm holding the can and Jane's holding the spade. I pick your tools wisely when you do this. That's what I say. What a freaking mess.
No kidding, man. All gummed up.
It's got to be super clean because it's going to get painted too.
Yeah.
No residue. No residue. If it is, if whatever happens to the paint, it's always the prep, and you're the prep person. So if it doesn't work out, it would not me painting it. It's you prepping it for sure. That's actually legitimate. It's harsh, but it's true. So if it comes out well,
You're talking like you're the one that paints it.
well, I'm going to do the clear coat.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean the acrylic, even if it's not clean, it'll still look the same.
No, it
It's the clear coat that's going to go on last. If it's not clean, it will fisheye and it'll be ugly looking.
Is this where I chime in about the quality of the tools you provide?
I don't know what you're talking about now. Oh my gosh.
I'm working with flour. Hey, but this is top quality Pampered Chef.
Pampered Chef. Wow, that's way too nice for scraping on Playfield with.
Yeah, but it really is. It's got a good flat edge scraper and a curved edge scraper. This
Like
is what I used to
scraping up flour?
clean our. This is what I used to clean our pizza stones with.
Used to. Not
When
anymore.
Yeah, used to. That's correct.
Now it's a pinball scraper. All right. Well, keep at it. So Jane has started cleaning this. She's done this side here, has not done this side here. You can see the difference. She's been using the magic erasers on it. So what do you think about those people that say you should never use a magic eraser, Jane?
I think they have stronger arms than I do.
They have stronger arms than you, yeah. What I would say is, I think some of those people just never work with a game that has this much dirt and grime that's embedded in the little ball swirls and embedded in the cracks. It really, well, you see like that side versus that side.
A lot of those same people too. Maybe they're used to using number 3 or number 2.
Well, they're not using number 3. Number 3 is super coarse. You can use number 2 and it works. It does not work as well as the magic eraser. They're both abrasive. They're both removing paint. And if you go too far, you'll burn through the paint. She's done this a lot and this side a little bit. So you see the difference between cleaning it a lot and cleaning a little bit with the magic eraser. It's getting better. She might come back some more with this. Boy, it's smooth with your finger. I mean, it's glossy smooth. And it is kind of like real super, super fine sandpaper. So you have to be a little careful with it. But, you know, she's kind of done all this left side. It does really brighten things up. And it does remove paint. So it's destructive. But especially if we're going to clear coat it anyway, it's like, once we got to get it clean as we can anyway, and then the clear is going to protect it, so we don't have to worry about leaving non-clear coated. And normally she'd put varathane on it, or in the past I've done just rattle can spray paint. You got to put something to protect it because it gets, yeah.
You can see though, you know, there's no paint on here. This is dirt.
Well,
So
it takes up the
know.
paint too. I mean, it's in
Just
there, but it's
so mildly though in the beginning. Like I won't do that anymore over here for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
what's come up is what's come up, because you do have to be careful.
Yeah, and this has already got burn throughs, and she's going to be touching up anyway. This is a spot that was under the mylar, so that was kicking the balls laying right there again and again and again. Likewise with that one, that's coming from that one, that one's coming from that one, and that one's coming from that one. So all those are kicking the balls over, burning through the paint.
Also, to just get it super, super clean, to take the new paint.
Yeah, that's also, you've got to really, really scrub. If there's any wax, it's gonna It's going to be Jane's fault, so we've already discussed that, so.
It's always my fault.
Oh. Django's not impressed. Anyway, well, I'll let you get back to it. I'm going to crack open a beer, maybe. So Jane spent quite a bit of time cleaning this thing, and it's looking way, way, way better. It looks shiny almost. No wax, obviously, because we're going to clear coat it, so nothing's going to get waxed. This is where those switches were at, the little roller switches. Those are not missing inserts. But it looks pretty decent. The worst of it was what I was afraid of, this from the very beginning, these crocodile lines. So here's my plan. I'm going to try to con Jane into painting them. She said she didn't really want to, and I kind of trust her judgment on that. That said, she's going to have to mix up some blue to go around there. Well, maybe if I just get her to paint it and then wipe it off with a rag, sometimes the paint will get down in the cracks and it will seep down in there and stain. It's not really painting, it's almost like staining the area blue. Likewise, she's going to, there's not really, well, she may or may not need white for this because that's mostly black, but she's going to have to do white over here. Of course, that's a different white than down here. This is kind of a more weathered white than that white. They're originally the same, they're just not the same anymore. And the yellow, she's going to have to definitely do some yellow. She's got some yellow up here. So, you know, once you mix up the yellow, you might be able to lay it on there and get it to go into the cracks. I don't know. It looks like it would be rough. It is absolutely smooth when you put your finger across it, like brand new smooth. There is no texture at all, which is surprising to me. And the same thing with this red. So I'm going to see if I can get her to do as much as I can on these, because the rest of it, I mean, if you get close, you can see the ball swirls are in there still, some, but you back away just a little bit and they're gone, you know. So she really did a great job. There's a little bit more here. You can still see those. I'm at a distance of about 8 inches, but here I am where my head is basically playing the game, and really, it looks pretty decent. With my naked eye, I don't know how well this translates through the camera. I can see those. They don't really stand out. That stands out right there. That's what catches my eye as being ugly. So we'll see how well I get her to attack that. And I need to order some clear coat, by the way, because I don't have any of it. Not the 2-part anyway. So I get that ordered, and maybe next week I'll get this thing sprayed. We start putting it back together. I'm kind of excited about this. This is a really cool game, by the way. It's got these slingshots up high. It's got the awesome soundboard. Boop, boop, beep, boop, boop. Anyway, I'm looking forward to getting into it. So I just want to give you an update, show you where we're at on this wildfire. Jane finished touching it up, and I went ahead and shot it with this 2-part clear. It's basically automotive clear. It's 2-part in a can. You press a little button here, it releases the activator, and you have about 48 hours to use it. I use a whole can, and I basically spray it down kind of lightly, let that set for about 10-15 minutes, and then I flood it. And I tell you what, it's not perfect. You can definitely see some imperfections, but it is, from where this thing started to where it is now, it is fabulous. I'll say that. Now, if you wanted to take this a step further, the thing what to do, so I didn't take out the switches. I left a little of the stuff. I didn't pull that out. I just taped over some of the holes. The switches, I just taped those up. So basically take off everything that's protruding and block this thing down, sand it down, and then spray it again, and maybe do it a third time. But I'm not going to do that. I'm stopping right here. Basically, this is never going to be great. It's still got quite a bit of ball swirl. Scrubbed that quite a bit with the Magic Eraser, and that's about as good as it's going to come up, short of just blasting through all the paint. This is kind of the worst of it. Jane touched it up, but you can still see it. But again, it's a ton better. There's no empty marks. Some of the colors, they change when you put the clear on there. Like those actually looked much better before the clear went on there. That the clear, I don't know, it changed it. That those were pretty much invisible before. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I haven't figured that out. But anyway, so this is where this is at right now. Once we get all the new plastic and some, well, we're gonna have the original plastics, but I'm one of the new plastic posts, the new pop bumpers. I think this thing's gonna look pretty presentable. I mean, the cabinet's pretty nice, so we'll see. I mean, it's never gonna be a collector's level, but I'd say it's gonna be an upper player's condition for sure. Hopefully. Anyway, we'll keep going. I'll keep you updated. So it's been a couple weeks since the last segment of this video. Jane has started repopulating this thing. Threw some new drop targets on there. Today I'm going to rebuild the pop bumpers. It's looking pretty decent. Went ahead and splurged and spent the about 10 or 12 bucks to put in new posts here. You see these I've already cleaned them up, so they're clean and they don't look bad, but they get a little faded. They're not as nice as the new ones. Anyway, this is not too far from getting done. Just a couple hours and this thing will be all ready to go. So Jane's not in today, so I'm gonna do the pop bumpers. I'm gonna leave the rest of it for her and she'll finish it up tomorrow and then maybe get a few test games on it. These pop bumper mechs are pretty nasty, but they'll clean up well. This one's, the yoke's broken. These other two are probably not too far, so I'll put the upgraded 3D yokes in there instead of the 2D. It's got a little lip that goes across the bottom, shoots underneath there, keeps it from flexing and breaking. It's back to this wildfire for me. It's been a while. I was out of 1-inch rubbers, so I got these two, and actually the yokes for the pop bumpers underneath, I couldn't put these back together because the metal yokes were busted and I was out of those, or I didn't have enough to finish it anyway. And I think that's mostly it. I need some rubbers for the flippers, obviously. So I got those pop bumpers rebuilt. Realized I still got to put the spinner back on. I also need to put my plunger back on there. This one, it's okay. It cleaned up, kind of, but it kind of took on a purple hue from the Purple Power. It's really porous. I bought a new one. They had one in white and red. I kind of like the red one. It kind of goes with the cabinet, and it's gonna stay cleaner looking. So I went with the red one. I'm gonna throw this one there and get this plunger assembled. So I got everything back together. I had to tune up a couple switches. These little rollover switches were not quite sensitive enough. Just had to clean them with a little honing stick. Had to adjust the pop bumper switches a little bit. I think everything else is working. You can see the lights are flickering. So I remembered I had ordered a lamp, LED capable lamp driver board for this from Weebly, and I was thinking I should have been here by now, and I just noticed. I went to his website. I think I ordered this on the 12th, and so it's not going to ship out for a little bit longer. It's the 18th today, so yeah, not going to get it for another week. So I guess this video is pretty much done. I might do another gameplay video later, but this game turned out super great. I'm super happy with it. I mean, yeah, it's not perfect by any means, but it's definitely shiny. It looks so much better when we got it, and this is a great. I just played a game on it. It plays fun. I mean, it's for this vintage. I just played. It was set on 5-ball. Geez, I played for like 10 minutes. First time I ever played this game. So it's a lot easier than a lot of games of this vintage, which is kind of refreshing because some of them are so dang brutal. They make you feel bad about yourselves, you know. This one doesn't do that, and I love the colors on it, frankly. I don't have the back glass on here right now, but yeah, I'll put it on there I'll do a gameplay video in about a week or so once I get the light board, and I'll probably have some sockets to replace on here. You know, some of them are not working. I think it could be the board that's dead, so I don't want to mess with it until I get the new board. So anyway, if you like these videos, click like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.